Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I'm Valsa Williams and with me is Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses Utkarsh Samaroh in Bharuch district of Gujarat, marking 100% saturation of 4 key beneficiary schemes of the state government. Prime Minister to participate in the second Global COVID Virtual Summit this evening. Atmanirbhar Bharat package to fight COVID-19 pandemic in the country completes 2 years. Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal stresses on increasing business-to-business engagement between India and Oman. Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar to be the new Chief Election Commissioner of India. Today is International Nurses Day. Prime Minister Modi appreciates the vital role of nurses in keeping the planet healthy. Sri Lanka President Gotabaya Rajapaksa assures to amend constitution to empower parliament amid raging violence. And in IPL cricket, Chennai Super Kings to take on Mumbai Indians in Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai at 7:30 this evening. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today virtually addressed Utkarsh Samaroh held at Bharuch in Gujarat. The program was organized to mark the celebration of 100% saturation of 4 key schemes of the state government in the district. These schemes will help in providing timely financial assistance to those in need. Speaking on the occasion through video conferencing, the Prime Minister said the Samaroh is a testimony to the fact that when the government sincerely reaches out to the beneficiary with a resolution, it brings fruitful results. He congratulated the Bharuch District Administration and Gujarat government for 100% saturation of 4 schemes related to social security.
आज का ये उत्कर्ष समारोह सचमुच में उत्तम है और इस बात का प्रमाण है जब सरकार ईमानदारी से एक संकल्प लेकर लाभार्थी तक पहुंचती है तो कितने सार्थक परिणाम मिलते हैं। मैं भरूच जिला प्रशासन को, गुजरात सरकार को सामाजिक सुरक्षा से जुड़ी 4 योजनाओं के 100% सैचुरेशन कवरेज के लिए आप सबको जितनी बधाई दूं उतनी कम है।
Mr. Modi said that almost half of the country's population was deprived of toilets, vaccination, electricity connection and bank account facility when his government came into power in 2014.
2014 में जब आपने हमें सेवा का मौका दिया था तो देश की करीब आधी आबादी शौचालय की सुविधा से, टीकाकरण की सुविधा से, बिजली कनेक्शन की सुविधा से, बैंक अकाउंट की सुविधा से सैकड़ों मील दूर थी, एक प्रकार से वंचित थी। इन वर्षों में हम सभी के प्रयासों से अनेक योजनाओं का 100% सैचुरेशन के करीब लाभ पाए हैं।
Prime Minister Modi also interacted with women beneficiaries of the various schemes. Mr. Modi asked about the difficulties faced by them and also made several suggestions for their betterment. A group of elderly widows presented a big Rakhi to the Prime Minister. Mr. Modi termed the Rakhi as their blessings. There was a moment during the interaction with the beneficiaries when Prime Minister Modi got very emotional.
तो इन बेटियों ने क्या सोचा है, क्या पढ़ करके क्या करना चाहती है?
ये बड़ी लड़की का अभी रिजल्ट आया है, वो 80% आया है और डॉक्टर बनना चाहती है।
बताओ बेटा क्या नाम है?
आलिया।
अच्छा बेटा बताइए, डॉक्टर बनने का मन विचार आया?
पापा की प्रॉब्लम को देखकर।
वो थोड़ा भावुक हो गए तो वो नहीं बोल सकेगी सर जी।
नहीं बोले।
बेटी तुम्हारी जो संवेदना है ना, वही तुम्हारी ताकत है।
Gujarat Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel distributed the benefits of various welfare schemes to the people on the occasion. Senior ministers of Gujarat government and state BJP President C.R. Patel were also present. Bharuch District Administration carried out Utkarsh Initiative drive to ensure complete coverage of the schemes, namely Ganga Swarupa Arthik Sahay Yojana, Indira Gandhi Vriddh Sahay Yojana, Niradhar Vriddh Arthik Sahay Yojana and Rashtriya Kutumb Sahay Yojana. The schemes provide assistance to widows, elderly and destitute citizens. A total of 12,854 beneficiaries were identified across these 4 schemes. The Prime Minister will participate in the second Global COVID Virtual Summit this evening at the invitation of the U.S. President Joseph Biden. The summit intends to galvanize new actions to address the continued challenges of the COVID pandemic and build a stronger global health security architecture. Our correspondent reports that Secretary General of the United Nations, Director General of World Health Organization and other dignitaries will also participate in the summit.
India is playing a key role in the ongoing global efforts to combat the pandemic by supplying safe and affordable vaccines, medicine, development of low-cost indigenous technologies, and capacity building for healthcare workers. It is also proactively engaged in multilateral fora with the objective of strengthening and reforming the global health security architecture with World Health Organization at its center. Prime Minister Modi will deliver his address in the opening session of the summit on the theme Preventing Pandemic Fatigue and Prioritizing Preparedness. Mr. Modi had also participated in the first global COVID virtual summit hosted by President Biden in September last year. Dipendra Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
Atmanirbhar Bharat package to fight COVID-19 pandemic in India has completed 2 years today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi had announced the special economic and comprehensive package of 20 lakh crore rupees on 12th May 2020. This was equivalent to 10% of India's GDP. The Prime Minister gave a clarion call for Atmanirbhar Bharat or Self-Reliant India movement. He also outlined 5 pillars of Atmanirbhar Bharat: economy, infrastructure system, vibrant demography and demand. Following the Prime Minister's call, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman laid down the details of the Atmanirbhar Bharat package in a string of press conferences from 13th May to 17th May 2020. The Government of India's public welfare schemes are bearing fruit in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. AIR News spoke to some of the beneficiaries of these schemes in Shopian district. Danish is a beneficiary of Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana ABPMJY. The scheme offers medical packages covering surgery, medical and day care treatments, including medicines and diagnostics.
मेरा नाम दानिश है, मैं शोपियान से हूँ। मुझे नोज में सर्जरी थी, मेरी फाइनेंशियल कंडीशन ठीक नहीं थी कि मैं प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल जा सकता था। फिर मैंने आयुष्मान भारत स्कीम के तहत सर्जरी करवाई। मुझे उस स्कीम का बहुत ही फायदा मिला। मैं गवर्नमेंट का बहुत ही शुक्रगुजार हूँ।
Parvez Ahmed Mir, a beneficiary of Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin, said he received a financial support of 1,60,000 rupees for the construction of his house. Gibran Fayaz also benefited from the scheme. He received 1,36,000 rupees to build his own house.
मेरा नाम जिब्रान फयाज है, मैं शोपियान का रहने वाला हूँ। फाइनेंशियल प्रॉब्लम थी और मकान बनाना था, उसकी वजह से मुझे गवर्नमेंट ने हेल्प की। उन्होंने मुझे स्कीम दी, प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना, उसके तहत मुझे 1,36,000 मिल गए और मैं गवर्नमेंट का बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ।
Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal today stressed on the need for a significant increase in business-to-business engagement between India and Oman. He was speaking at the 10th meeting of India-Oman Joint Business Council in New Delhi. The minister expressed confidence that the potential for trade will be finally tapped between India and Oman in the near future. He stated that businesses have to demonstrate how much they are willing to go ahead and work together, whether in food industry or startup ecosystem. He said young entrepreneurs of Oman will be excited if the opportunities in India's startup world open for them. The Bihar Deputy Chief Minister Tarkishore Prasad has urged industry leaders to invest in Bihar, assuring that all possible facilities will be provided to the investors. Inaugurating the Bihar Investors Meet 2022 in New Delhi today, he said the event is intended to showcase the immense investment opportunities in the state. Speaking on the occasion, Bihar Industries Minister Shahnawaz Hussain said the state has one of the largest land banks in the nation and it is developing great infrastructure and business-friendly policies. He expressed confidence that Bihar will soon be counted amongst the top 5 states in single-window clearance and ease of doing business.
Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar will be the new Chief Election Commissioner of India. President Ramnath Kovind has cleared his appointment. In a tweet, Law Minister Kiran Rijiju informed that Mr. Kumar, the senior-most election commissioner, will assume the charge of office of CEC with effect from 15th of this month. He will replace incumbent Chief Election Commissioner Sushil Chandra, who will be demitting the office on the 14th of this month. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will launch the Madhya Pradesh Startup Policy tomorrow by video conferencing. Mr. Modi will address the startup community during the Madhya Pradesh Startup Conclave being held in Indore. He will also launch the Madhya Pradesh Startup Portal, which will facilitate and help promote the startup ecosystem. The Madhya Pradesh Startup Conclave will witness participation of various pillars of the startup ecosystem, including policymakers from government and private sector, innovators, entrepreneurs, academicians, investors, mentors and other stakeholders.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will pay an official visit to Lumbini on the 16th of this month on the occasion of Buddha Purnima at the invitation of his Nepal counterpart Sher Bahadur Deuba. This will be Prime Minister's fifth visit to Nepal since 2014.
You are listening to the Midday News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses Utkarsh Samaroh in Bharuch district of Gujarat, marking 100% saturation of 4 key beneficiary schemes of the state government. Prime Minister to participate in the second Global COVID Virtual Summit this evening. Atmanirbhar Bharat package to fight COVID-19 pandemic in the country completes 2 years. Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal stresses on increasing business-to-business engagement between India and Oman. Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar to be the new Chief Election Commissioner of India. Today is International Nurses Day. Prime Minister Modi appreciates the vital role of nurses in keeping the planet healthy. Sri Lankan President Gotabaya Rajapaksa assures to amend Constitution to empower Parliament amid raging violence. And in IPL cricket, Chennai Super Kings to take on Mumbai Indians in Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai at 7:30 this evening. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts.
कंपटीशन की अगर आप कर रहे हैं तैयारी तो उनके लिए ऑल इंडिया रेडियो पर हम लाए हैं अभ्यास, एक ऐसा कार्यक्रम जिसमें आप पूछेंगे सवाल व्हाट्सएप नंबर 9289094044 पर या फिर ईमेल करेंगे abhyas.airnews@gmail.com पर और हमारे विशेषज्ञ देंगे इसका जवाब। आपका अभ्यास हमारा प्रयास।
Welcome back to the Midday News. Today is International Nurses Day. This day is celebrated worldwide on May the 12th to mark the contribution made by nurses to society in the healthcare setup and in the community. The day coincides with the birthday of Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has appreciated the role of nurses for their vital role in keeping the planet healthy. He said their dedication and compassion is exemplary. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said it is a day to reiterate our appreciation to all nursing staff for their exceptional work even in the most challenging of situations. The Military Nursing Service, or MNS, of the Indian Armed Forces is celebrating the day with great zeal and excitement. International Day of Plant Health is also being observed today. The day is celebrated on this day to raise global awareness on protecting plant health. The United Nations designated the 12th of May the International Day of Plant Health to raise global awareness on how protecting plant health can help end hunger, reduce poverty, protect biodiversity and the environment, and boost economic development.
Indian citizens and students travelling overseas can now take the precaution dose of COVID vaccine as required by the guidelines of the destination country. In a tweet, Union Health Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia said this new facility will be available soon on the CoWIN portal. More than 190 crore 83 lakh COVID vaccine doses have been administered in the country so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. The Health Ministry said more than 14 lakh 85,000 doses were administered in the last 24 hours, and during the same period 2,827 new cases were reported in the country. India's active case load currently stands at 19,067. The recovery rate is currently at 98.74%.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has expressed deep grief at the demise of Sanskrit grammarian Professor Bhagirath Prasad Tripathi, known as Vagish Shastri. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said Professor Bhagirath Prasad made priceless contributions in making Sanskrit more popular among the youth using modern scientific methods. The Prime Minister said he was extremely knowledgeable and well-read. And now let's listen to our special program Azadi Ka Safar, highlighting the importance of the day during the freedom struggle.
आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. Birth of a Nation.
India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of the struggle every day.
महाराष्ट्राच्या भूमीला पुणे प्रांतात चिंचवडला वंदन चापेकर बंधूंना
In today's episode, we remember the revolutionary freedom fighter Balkrishna Hari Sapekar, who was martyred on the 12th of May, 1899. Balkrishna, along with his brothers Damodar Hari Sapekar and Vasudeo Hari Sapekar, popularly known as the Sapekar brothers, and accomplices Mahadev Ranade and Sathe, assassinated British official W.C. Rand and his military escort on the 22nd of June, 1897.
सेनापती रँड बेदरकार लोकांवर जुलूम अत्याचार दुष्ट नीतीचं होत सरकार
Balkrishna was born in Pune, Maharashtra in 1873. The passionate speeches of Bal Gangadhar Tilak stirred up a strong feeling of nationalism in him. When the bubonic plague hit India in 1896-97, the government set up a special plague committee for managing the pandemic. The British Plague Commissioner, W.C. Rand, unleashed a reign of terror in the name of fighting the epidemic through atrocities over quarantines, segregation camps and plague hospitals. He ordered indiscriminate burning of properties, violated private domains and committed outrages on women.
या ब्रिटिश धर्मांतराविरुद्ध सशस्त्र क्रांती करायची. ब्रिटिश सरकारने त्यांच्या पोलिसांच्या मनात दहशत बसवली पाहिजे.
The Sapekar brothers decided to kill Rand to free Pune from his terror. On the 22nd of June 1897, the Diamond Jubilee of the coronation of Queen Victoria was celebrated in Pune. As planned, Damodar Hari waited at the gate of the government house, and as Rand's carriage emerged, he ran 10 to 15 paces behind it. As the carriage reached the yellow bungalow, Damodar made up the distance and called out, "Gondia ala re," a predetermined signal for Balakrishna to take action.
आंखें खोलो और असली दुश्मन को पहचानो.
Damodar Hari undid the flap of the carriage, raised it and fired at Rand, who succumbed to his injuries on the 3rd of July, 1897. Balakrishna shot Rand's military escort, Lieutenant Ayerst, who died on the spot.
The Sapekar brothers, Mahadev Ranade and Sathe, were caught. Damodar Sapekar was martyred on the 18th of April, 1898. Vasudev Hari on the 8th of May, 1899. Mahadev Vinayak Ranade on the 10th of May, 1899. And Balkrishna Hari on the 12th of May, 1899. Sathe, though a juvenile, was sentenced to 10 years rigorous imprisonment. We salute the great freedom fight.
Remember freedom fighter Rosamma Punnus, who was born on the 12th of May 1913 at Kanjirapalli, Kerala, younger sister of the famous freedom fighter Akkamacharian, popularly known as the Jhansi Rani of Travancore. Rosamma was active in the freedom movement and was jailed for about 3 years.
After independence, Rosamma joined politics and became the first person to be sworn in as a member of the Kerala Legislative Assembly. Punnus was also the first pro tem speaker of the Kerala Legislative Assembly. She had also served as the president of the Kerala Mahila Sangham and chairperson of the Plantation Corporation.
In 1987, she was elected to the state legislature from Alappuzha, and till stepping down as a member of the Kerala Women's Commission in 1998, she was active in the political and social spheres of the state. Rosamma Punnus died on the 28th of December 2013. We pay tribute to the great Indian. Vande Utkal Janani.
We remember freedom fighter Banamali Ghasi, who died on the 12th of May 1943. A resident of Koraput, Odisha, Ghasi was involved in the non-cooperation and civil disobedience movements. He took active part in the Quit India movement in Odisha in response to the nationwide call of Mahatma Gandhi. Banamali Ghasi, with other agitators, was arrested and detained in the Navrangpur jail.
There, he contracted a severe disease due to the adverse unhygienic living conditions and lack of medical care. Under these circumstances, he and other political prisoners were shifted to Koraput district jail, where Banamali Ghasi died on the 12th of May 1943. We salute the great martyr.
That brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in the next episode tomorrow.
Delhi Police Crime Brunch has arrested an Indian Air Force IAF officer on espionage charges. The personnel, identified as Devendra Sharma, was posted in the capital at record office. The IAF officer was honey-trapped over social media and attempts were made to extract crucial and sensitive information from him. It has been alleged an attempt was made to collect sensitive information related to the IAF from Devendra Sharma by first trapping him in the honey trap. Delhi police also informed that it has found some suspicious bank transactions of the IAF officer's wife. Naval Chief Admiral R. Hari Kumar today stressed the importance of being combat ready at all times. Admiral acknowledged Marine commandos for their presence in vital locations. Admiral Kumar initiated a series of interactions with personnel deployed at remote naval locations over video calls. He also spoke with Marine commandos deployed at detachments across the country.
Mumbai Municipal Corporation is implementing the Safe School Access program, which aims towards safety of students. Saying that safe school is the right of each and every student, Maharashtra Environment Minister Aditya Thackeray said the program assumes significance in the wake of increasing urbanization and vehicular traffic in the metropolis. Our Mumbai correspondent has more details.
Along with education, the Safe School Access program also envisages mental and oral health as well as regular health and diabetes checkup of students. At present, the schools of Mumbai Municipal Corporation imparts education in as many as 8 languages and it strives to raise its standard on par with the CBSE and ICSE boards. A few years back, the municipal schools of Mumbai had earned a dubious distinction for highest number of school dropouts. However, due to continuous emphasis on right to education and right to quality and safe education, it has helped in changing this scenario with more and more students and their parents choosing civic body run schools over private schools. In the first phase of Safe School Access, around 200 schools from Mumbai and suburbs will participate in this program. Kunal Shinde, AIR News, Mumbai.
Amid tension over the economic crisis, Sri Lankan President Gotabaya Rajapaksa said steps will be taken to amend the constitution of the country to further empower the parliament. Taking to Twitter, President informed that a new Prime Minister who commands a majority in Parliament and is able to secure the confidence of the people will be appointed within this week. Steps will be taken to form a new government to prevent the country from falling into anarchy and to maintain the affairs of the state that have come to a halt. He also said the new government will be given the opportunity to present a new program and be empowered to take the country forward.
In the U.S., several homes were destroyed in Southern California on Wednesday night as the coastal fire continued to spread. According to media reports, at least 20 homes were burned down in Laguna Niguel and the fire had reached approximately 200 acres. Evacuation orders have been issued in Coronado Puente Drive, Vista Court and Via Las Rosa in the Pacific Island area. There are no reports of casualties of civilian or firefighter. Strong winds were blowing embers into the attics of homes, making it hard for firefighters to extinguish the blazes as fires were jumping from house to house within the neighborhood. Laguna Niguel is south of the Laguna Beach and about 25 miles down the coast of Huntington Beach. North Korea has ordered a strict national lockdown after confirming its first official COVID infections. State media have reported an Omicron outbreak in the capital Pyongyang. North Korean news agency KCNA said leader Kim Jong-un vowed to eradicate the outbreak, which they called a severe national emergency that had breached the country's quarantine front.
In IPL cricket, Chennai Super Kings will take on Mumbai Indians in Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai at 7:30 this evening. Last night, Delhi Capitals defeated Rajasthan Royals by 8 wickets at the D.Y. Patil Stadium in Navi Mumbai. Delhi Capitals achieved the target of 161 runs in 18.1 overs, losing 2 wickets. For Delhi, Mitchell Marsh slammed 89 runs off 62 and David Warner remained unbeaten at 52 off 41 deliveries. In the points table, Gujarat Titans are on the top with 18 points from 12 games and the only team to have secured playoff spot. Lucknow Super Giants are in the second position with 16 points from 12 fixtures, followed by Rajasthan Royals and Royal Challengers Bangalore. Delhi Capitals are fifth, followed by Sunrisers Hyderabad, Kolkata Knight Riders and Punjab Kings. Chennai Super Kings are ninth, and Mumbai Indians are at the bottom of the table. In the 12th Hockey India Senior Women National Championship at Bhopal, Hockey Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Uttar Pradesh have won their respective matches today. In the first game of the day, Karnataka beat Andaman and Nicobar 5-0 and Tamil Nadu thrashed Arunachal Pradesh 12-0 in Pool F. In the third game, Uttar Pradesh defeated Gujarat 12-0 in a Pool G match. In the first quarter-final of Sub-Junior Men's Hockey Championship in Goa, Jharkhand defeated Chandigarh 4-2 in penalty shootout. In the second quarter-final, Uttar Pradesh beat Punjab 6-1, while in the third quarter-final, Haryana defeated Bihar 5-1.
At the stock markets, the Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange slumped 967 points to trade at 53,121 in the afternoon trade a short while ago. The Nifty at the National Stock Exchange plunged 307 points to 15,861.
In Cyprus International Athletics Meeting 2022, India's Jyoti Araji smashed the national record to clinch a gold medal in the women's 100-meter hurdles in Limassol yesterday. 22-year-old Jyoti clocked 13.23 seconds for the top step of the podium, shattering the 20-year-old national record held by Anuradha Biswal since 2002. With this, Jyoti also breached the Asian Games 2022 qualifying standards of 13.3 seconds. Another Indian athlete, Lily Das, won gold in the women's 1500-meter race, while in the men's 200 meters, India's Omlan Borgohain won the bronze medal. In boxing, Nikhat Zareen, Parveen and Manisha pulled off powerful performances to extend India's unbeaten run at the 12th edition of the IBA Women's World Boxing Championships with dominating victories in Istanbul. This was India's second victory on the third day of the completion of the competition after Parveen provided a perfect start for the day.
Now let us take a look at the weather update for the day. The national capital Delhi is expected to have mainly clear sky. The minimum temperature was 29 degrees Celsius, while the maximum will be around 43 degrees. Mumbai is also expected to have mainly clear sky, becoming partly cloudy towards evening. Chennai and Kolkata is likely to have generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Bangalore will have partly cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Visakhapatnam and Thiruvananthapuram are likely to have generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Hyderabad is likely to experience rain or thunder shower in the evening. Puducherry is likely to have thunderstorm with the rain. Guwahati, Imphal, Shillong, Aizawl, Kohima, Itanagar, Gangtok and Agartala are expected to have generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers.
And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses Utkarsh Samaroh in Bharuch district of Gujarat, marking 100% saturation of 4 key beneficiary schemes of the state government. Prime Minister to participate in the second Global COVID Virtual Summit this evening. Atmanirbhar Bharat package to fight COVID-19 pandemic in the country completes 2 years. Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal stresses on increasing business-to-business engagement between India and Oman. Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar to be the new Chief Election Commissioner of India. Today is International Nurses Day. Prime Minister Modi appreciates the vital role of nurses in keeping the planet healthy. Sri Lanka President Gotabaya Rajapaksa assures to amend constitution to empower parliament amid raging violence. And in IPL cricket, Chennai Super Kings to take on Mumbai Indians in Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai at 7:30 this evening. And with that, we end the midday news.